topic Ohm's law. Okay, so according to Ohm's law, it's a very important, it's very important topic which comes in every exam. Okay, so this you make it clear that it will come in your exam. So first of all, the statement of Ohm's law, what it tells us that suppose this is a conductor, metallic conductor. Okay, so if this is a conductor and we have connected it with a battery here. Okay, so the current flowing through this conductor, okay, the current, electric current flowing through this conductor is found to be directly proportional to the applied potential difference or the battery. Okay, battery have a potential difference, the applied potential difference across the conductor. Okay, so there is a condition that provided the temperature remains constant. So the temperature where you are observing this experiment should be constant. Okay, atmospheric temperature or the room temperature should be remain same. So write down this statement first. Okay, let us explain this. I'm explaining this making using a circuit diagram. So suppose here it is a battery, combination of cells. Battery is what? Combination of cells. It is positive terminal, it is negative. Here I am using a key, and then here an ammeter. What ammeter does? Ammeter measures electric current in an electric circuit. Ammeter, what it does? It measures electric current in an electric circuit. Here I am you can use any electrical device like electric bulb. Okay, small electric bulb you take and you can use here. Let us I am using a device known as, suppose this is a metallic conductor. Okay, I will tell you what it is exactly. So this is a metallic conductor, suppose. Okay, how much current will flow through this? Because this battery is connected, the switch is made on, switch is key is closed, then what will happen? Let us introduce a voltmeter also. Voltmeter V. Plus minus. Okay, what voltmeter does? It measures the potential difference across any conductor. This is what I told you, that this is a conductor. Okay, this is a conductor. Its electrical potential difference will be there, and that can be measured using a voltmeter V. So suppose point A and B, we will be able to measure potential difference across points A and B of this conductor. Let a current I flows through this conductor due to the applied potential difference. Suppose potential difference of this battery is V volt, high volt, 6 volt, 10 volt, 12 volt, whatever. So this is a V volt battery. Okay, from this battery a current I flows through the circuit like this. Now the current flowing through this circuit is directly proportional to the applied potential difference across this conductor, because we have applied this battery or the potential difference across this conductor. So suppose this is, we are using 2 volt battery. Okay, so I found current, I found current, suppose 1 ampere. Due to a 2 volt battery I got a current of 1 ampere. Due to a, suppose I remove this battery and again put another battery of suppose 3 volt, I found current 1.5 ampere, suppose. Okay, similarly I am using, suppose here I am using 2 volt and then 4 volt, then it will be how much? 2 ampere, then 6 volt, 3 ampere, and so on. What I am observing here is that for 2 volt battery the current was 1 ampere, for 4 volt battery it is the current flowing through the circuit is 2 ampere, and for 6 volt battery how much current? 3 ampere. Okay, so it has been found that this the electric current I which is flowing through this conductor is directly proportional to the applied potential difference. More we are going on increasing the potential difference of the battery, we found that current is also increasing in the same proportion. You should remember this, that in the same proportion the current is increasing. If you decrease it, it will decrease, the current will also decrease. So mathematical formula. So mathematically what we can do in case of Ohm's law, all the things we have considered this electrical circuit, this. So what we'll do here now, this statement can be written in the mathematical form like the current flowing through the conductor is directly proportional to the applied potential difference V. B volt. B is what? Electrical potential difference. I is what? Electric current. You already know these things. Electrical potential difference means what? The work done to move a charge from point suppose A to B in this electrical circuit is known as electric potential difference. I, current flowing through a circuit. What is I? Current means the rate of flow of charge through a conductor or through an electric circuit is known as electric current. The rate of flow of charge. I is equal to, you know formula, I is equal to the rate of flow of charge, it means Q by T. Charge Q upon time T. So this is I. Its unit is ampere. Voltage unit is volt. Okay. So I is proportional to V or vice versa. So I can write this implies B is proportional to what? I. This implies V. If you remove this proportionality sign here, if you remove this proportionality sign, what will be here? The constant. Where R is proportionality constant. Where R is proportionality constant. So what is R? So what we have got, this is the mathematical formula of Ohm's law, the main formula of Ohm's law. V is equal to Ri or IR. So we can write it as V is equal to I into R. So I am making this as the main. Okay. This implies I is equal to how much? V by cross multiply. What you will get? I is equal to V by R, or this is also or R is equal to V upon I. This is the formula you are getting from the same. Now what is R? So the proportionality constant here R is nothing but resistance of the metallic conductor. So this is the metallic conductor, its resistance is R. Resistance, what is resistance? So resistance is every metallic conductor around you, every metallic conductor. In our homes we have metallic wires, so every metallic conductors have what? It have a resistance. Resistance, the word means what? The opposition to the flow of current. Whenever a current flows through a conductor, there are lots of opposition, okay, going on inside the conductor. That opposition provided by the conductor to the flow of current is known as resistance of the conductor. So the opposition provided to the opposition provided to the flow of electric current through a conductor is called resistance. Resistance of metallic. Now I am coming here. Okay, this is the definition of resistance. The opposition provided through the flow of electrical current through a conductor is known as resistance. Remember this. It it is a constant actually. Okay, so for every metallic conductor it will have a constant value like 1, 2, 3, and it will it have a unit also, that is SI unit of ohms, SI unit of resistance, SI unit of resistance. R resistance, I'm okay denoting it by R, is ohm, in bracket OHM. Ohm is the unit of SI unit of resistance, remember. So question comes in exam, define 1 ohm, very important. Okay, define 1 ohm, like define 1 ampere. What is 1 ampere? You already know. Okay, you write it, what is 1 ampere, what is 1 volt, and now what is 1 ohm. You should write in your copies, define 1 ohm. So from this formula, R is equal to what? B upon I. To have resistance of 1 ohm, to make resistance 1, what we have to do? We have to make B1 and I also 1. B 1 volt by I 1 ampere. So then only R will be 1 ohm. So what is 1 ohm? 1 ohm is the resistance. 1 ohm is what? The resistance provided when a current of 1 ampere flows through a conductor when we apply a potential difference of 1 volt, or I am writing here 1 ohm is the resistance offered by a conductor when 1 volt of potential, 1 volt of potential difference is applied and 1 ampere of current flows through the conductor. Okay, 1 ohm is the resistance offered by a conductor when 1 volt of potential difference is applied, due to which 1 ampere of current flows through the conductor. So this is